fast, fatal heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and past. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before I do continue with this mini shot, I do want to at least give one simple suggestion. This is a very popular idea that a lot of people, they've done versions of. They have done versions that do mainly fit the hero idea, and some of them I've seen that are very good. So I would recommend checking out people who have done takes on this and looking to see what they have come up with. Now, with that being said, let us start this mini shot. We'll start with Izuku Midoriya. On this day, his heart was shattered. On this day, his mind just a little bit more broken. Deku, all his life, he looked up to All Might. He wanted to meet the man with all of his heart. And today, Deku did. However, Deku, he tried to prove himself. On this day, he tried to save his friend from the sludge villain, the person he thought to be his friend. And after doing so, people, they berated him. They insulted him and they scolded him. They talked to him like he was a nobody. Even the pros he's talked to, and or at least have met on occasion, the local heroes, they were a bit angry at Deku and frustrated. And then there was even All Might. His words cut Deku the deepest. Because All Might, he berated Deku again. Instead of this time telling Deku that he couldn't be a hero, All Might, he actually raised his voice and screamed at Deku. All Might was angry. He tried shouting to the boy that he can't be a hero because he has no superpowers. He can't be a hero and run into dangerous situations like that. Right now, if he didn't intervene, he would have possibly been killed or put in the hospital. He may have gotten his friend killed, or both of them. At the very least, they could have ended up very, very injured. And All Might, his words, he did go a bit too far with this. While a lot of people, they did agree and echo All Might's ideas, Deku, he panicked. After hearing All Might get a bit more aggressive with him and trying to shout this at him, Deku ran off. Deku, he ran right home. And whenever he did so, he didn't even bother to pick up his bag. When Deku got home later that day, Ingo, she was very worried. Deku, he ran straight to his room and just started locking his door. Deku, he just ripped everything he had about All Might off of his walls. He started to just throw everything he could in boxes and just shove them under his bed. He doesn't want to look at them. He doesn't want to see anything All Might related. And right now, Deku, he does at least do that. His walls are barren and his posters are torn. And Deku, he sits at the edge of his bed at night, thinking about what exactly to do. He was angry. He ripped apart his posters. He smashed some of his collector's items, and he did quite a bit. Deku just wondering, as he does look around the room. He did a number on this place. He's never been that angry before. Damn it! Why wasn't I born without a quirk? Damn it! Deku getting a bit angrier. He's never felt this passion before, this anger in his heart. He tries to not get angry. He tries to stay calm and be just happy-go-lucky and nice. But right now he can't. This is the worst day of his life. He met his hero and the man spit in his face. He doesn't know what else to say. Now, Deku, he does go to school the next day. Well, Bakugo, he doesn't mess with Deku. He does at least still focus on Deku a bit. He did at least try to berate and insult him whenever he did come into the classroom. and he did at least hand Deku back his burnt notebook. And Deku, after the school day was over, he did start to walk home. However, he did decide to stop at a place because of some certain urge. He sat down in the park and wanted to know. He wanted to know why the world worked the way it did, and why people were so angry at him. As you do actually have where somebody they do come walking over and sit down. Sorry, I didn't realize this bench was busy. I'll just... Deku, feeling his body stop. As the person is going to bring up their hand and directly go to tap on Deku's shoulder, pushing him back down a bit more. What's going on? Why can't I move? This presence, it's... So, kid, you are the one from yesterday, aren't you? What are you talking about? Why can't I move? You're the kid All Might ranted at, screamed at, right? Yeah, I guess I am. What is it? You want my autograph? The screaming, quirkless kid? Is that it? Is that why you're talking to me? Is that why you're speaking to me like... Like what? Like I'm a person? No, kid, no. Listen, I've been in a boat like yours before. What could you possibly know about me? I know your name is Izuku Midoriya. What? I know where you live, kid. I know a lot about you. Who are you? Listen, I picked up your stuff after you threw it. I turned your bag in. I looked through your belongings a bit, but I had to pick it up to do that. So, consider it to be an even thing. At least, not weird. I wanted to speak with you. Have you been following me all day? Not all day, kid. Just whenever your school let out. Okay, I'm gonna call the police. Don't. Why? Because you can't. You're paralyzed. And even then, don't you think the cop would just laugh at you when he hears your name? Deku's just going to think. He's right. The guy probably would laugh at him, think that he's screaming wolf. A kid gets attacked by two different villains 2 different days right after each other after meeting All Might? What are the odds? He might sound like the kid crying wolf just to meet the hero again. People have done it before. They faked villain attacks to meet a hero. So why would they think a crazed fanboy is any different? Now, Stain he does actually turn and see Deku, as he can see a tear roll down his face. Kid, what is it? I don't want to talk to you anymore. Just let me go. I don't care. Kill me. Just do it. Heroes don't care about me. They don't care about normal people. That's not why I'm here. I'm not a villain. You're not? Then who are you? Well, call me somebody who's trying to sort things out with Hero Society. Huh? What do you mean? Kid? Heroes, what do they do nowadays? They're everywhere, aren't they? They're all over television. They're in commercials, on serials, workout stuff, commercials, you name it. Hell, there might even be a brand of cars named after heroes someday. We're not there yet. But I ask you this one question. Heroes, what do they seek? Popularity, I guess? Yes. They seek to be popular and they seek to make money. But what do you seek? I just want to help people and save them. You see? That right there. That is what I'm looking for. You and I think very similarly, kid. We do? So You're a hero then? Well, not officially. Wait, so you're a vigilante? But I thought vigilantism was illegal. Kid, didn't what you do the other day, wasn't that illegal? You're not a hero. You don't have a license. You don't even have a power. I guess you're right. But what if I told you I can help you? Really? Yes, kid. What if I told you that me and you, we can help to change the way heroes are? Make sure the society, they don't go down the wrong path. Some heroes are corrupt, some more than others. Some they do things that they don't deserve to live anymore for. What? Yes, kid. I said that correctly. Some pros, they are villains in disguise. Some pros, they don't do things the right way. And right now, I'm seeing things a bit more from your point of view. The pros you loved all your life betrayed you because you weren't like them. The pros who they want to be popular and be at the top of the leaderboards, to live in big fancy houses and have their name remembered. They don't care about saving people. To you, to them, you are nothing more than another tally mark. Does that make sense? I guess. Good. Now, you and I think very similarly. So, what if I told you we could change that? Really? Yes. What if I told you we could change the way people think? Change hero society as a whole for the better. All we have to do is take out the false heroes. But that would be murder. I know. However, if you destroy... what's the best analogy here? False heroes are a cancer on society. Well, there are things you can do to treat it, medicate it. Well, there are medicines. Some aren't exactly the right one. Some can make it worse. Some have side effects. And right now, Hero Society is suffering from those side effects. So, we need the right medicine. We need to make sure that this cancer, it not only stops spreading, but it's killed. This way people are doing, the way they are thinking, it's wrong. They've lost touch with what Hero Society should have been. The reason why heroes became heroes and took on the mask. Not for personal gain, but because it was good people trying to protect regular people. The ones who didn't have those powers. However, now everybody has a power, but you don't. You are the perfect example in my head. You are a normal person who wants to do better in the world. You are better fit. Really? Yes, you are. However, you're not ready yet. Wait, why? Well, kid, I would just suggest you think on that. We'll train you. Right now you're weak. Your body isn't suited to do what I can do the things that I can. I want you to be ready. And when the time comes, I'll take you on your first mission. Do you understand? I'll help you purge your first hero. But I don't understand. Why can't you just talk to people? Why can't you just... Boy, the world doesn't work that way. Haven't you tried to talk to your friend your whole life? Haven't you tried to get him to be your friend your whole life? Yes, but that's different. Him and I were your what? Name one reason why he would hate you, and I'll believe you. Well, the thing is, I'm just... Maybe he just doesn't like my... Maybe... Maybe I'm not likable to him. Not likable? So he hates you. No, no, he doesn't hate me, but, well, actually, he did tell me to tell you to what? He told me to kill myself, dive off the roof and hope I had a crook in my next life. So, a person you've been nothing but nice to wants you to die. That's not anything, kid. Take action. Punch him. Show him that there is no reason to hate you. Give him a reason to hate you. Then his hate can be understandable. If you show him that you fight back, he won't do that anymore. You won't be a target for him because you won't be as easy to take on. If he knows you push, if he knows you punch, then he'll go for someone easier. Then, guess what? You'll be alright. You get it? Sort of, actually. It's starting to make sense to me. Good. Now, I can't promise this training will be easy. Not at all. But you're going to surpass your limits. Go beyond what the normal human body can go. Do things the normal human body can't do. I'll make sure by the time we're done, you'll be ready. Now, Deku, he does actually hear Stain walk away. As the man, he does inform Deku to meet him here tomorrow. And Deku, he tries to think about what exactly this guy's quirk could be. He's sitting there frozen. He's still sort of scared, but he's calmed down enough to try and think. Okay, it all makes sense though. But murder? That's the thing he's still on the fence about. That's the thing he doesn't understand. Should he call the police? No, the guy's already gone and they wouldn't believe him. Okay, so maybe call them tomorrow and... But maybe he wants to do something. He feels just as powerless as every other day, though. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is what he was asking for. This is what he was looking for, maybe. And Deku, he doesn't go to smile. As, the next day, Stain, he does come back to the park. And Deku, he is sitting down on the same park bench. And Stain is going to quickly pull a knife and go to make a move. As Nori does so, Deku, he's frozen, and Stain, he is standing in front of him. Him at least going to hold the blade before going to put it back into a holster. And Deku, he does stare directly at Stain. Stain is standing exactly where Deku, he froze his vision. And right now, Deku is kind of confused. Asking Stain exactly if he caused that slash on the backside of his neck. So you noticed it. It was supposed to be deep enough to draw blood, not deep enough to be painful. I did. I found dried blood. A bit of it on my clothes. Does that mean you have some sort of blood quirk? Huh. Smart kid. Yes, I do. Now, the amount of blood I just took in is enough that you should be in freezing very soon. Are you ready? Yes, I am. So, what are we going to be doing? Well, kid, first off, we need to get you ready. Then, we're going to do some combat training. In fact, well, I want to teach you how to throw a decent punch first. Now, after Deku does unfreeze, Stain, he does get Deku somewhat ready. He starts to run around and teach Deku. It's sort of similar to the training All Might had with Deku. However, Stain, I'm pretty sure he would steal weights, or at the very least, take some weights from a hero if he murdered them at their house, or some of their own equipment. And Deku, well, he doesn't question where these weights came from. You do have where over the course of at least a few months, he does start to pile on some muscle. And he even does try to invest some of his own money in equipment. And Deku, Stain, he does at least go to poke some nerves. Stain pokes those aggressive nerves Deku's been keeping balled up for years. And we do actually have, at least a few months later, whenever Bakugo and Deku, they were both at school. Bakugo, he's noticed that Deku's somewhat changed a bit. During PE, the guy, he's sort of a bit more athletic, but he doesn't understand it. He doesn't talk as much anymore, and he does at least push back a bit. He's been aggressive. Has the villain at least finally, the villain attack, did it finally at least give him the strength to grow a pair? Jeez. Now, we do actually have Bakugo, he does get to walk past Deku's desk. And Deku is currently writing in his hero notebook. And Deku is writing something about a hero. And Bakugo, he does go to look down and ask exactly what he's doing. He's going to put his hand down on Deku's desk. And Deku, he does this one simple thing. Deku sweeps Bakugo's arm as all the weight, it does get at least redisputed. Bakugo is going to slam his face down to the desk, as he does go to at least try and get back up. Him shouting at Deku that he is fucking dead. Now, Deku, he does just go to play ignorance, talking about how he doesn't know what he did. Bakugo, he's an idiot and he just slipped. Bullshit. Everybody saw that, didn't they? Saw what, Bakugo? Yeah, we didn't see anything. Bakugo, please take your seat. No! I'm done. It's time someone taught this little shit his lesson. Now, Bakugo going to bring back his hands. He brings it up and starts to cause miniature explosions. And whenever he does go to try and throw it down, Deku does go to stand up. Deku actually standing up, causing Bakugo to somewhat take a step back. He does sort of see the look in Deku's eyes, the expression on his face. And for a second, Bakugo, he hesitates before Deku is going to step forwards. Him throwing his fist outwards and directly smashing Bakugo in the nose. And Bakugo, yeah. Deku just threw a solid straight jab as hard as he could in Bakugo's face. And Bakugo, he goes flying backwards onto the ground. And Deku, he does start to walk around his desk. And Bakugo, he's just sitting there on the ground for a minute, as Deku, he does stand above him. A few students, they're watching this, surprised. As Deku, he does look down at Bakugo, and Bakugo does look up at him. So, this is how you felt, isn't it, Bakugo? Get up. I'm not scared of you, Deku. Really? So why are you trembling? Bakugo going to look down at his feet. His legs are shaking? What the hell? Izuku, go to the principal's office now. Fuck off, Teach. Deku turning and walking away. As the teacher, he's surprised. Deku listened, but what? That kid was the nice one, wasn't he? Now, Bakugo, he does go to the nurse's office, as he does try to think about what's happened. That was Deku's fault, wasn't it? The bastard just threw a punch at him. He should murder that nerd. Now, Bakugo, he does go to look outside, as Deku, he is walking away from the school. However, when he does get to the entrance to the school, he does actually go to sit down his bag. Him pulling the bag over his head, or pulling his shirt over his head and taking it off. Bakugo, seeing that Deku, he does start to unbutton his school uniform before he does go to reach down into his bag and grab at least something else, another shirt. And he does actually get somewhat taken aback. Deku, he has a lot more muscle on him. He's not so scrawny anymore. He's not the twig he used to be. Now, Bakugo does watch as Deku does get to run off in a direction. And he does try to think, is he trying to get into UA? Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next mini shot.